Hey friends, Kevin here, and I am a big believer in driving cameras, dash cams, for safety in case you are in an accident and need to prove what really happened. I've learned to stay away from the really inexpensive stuff because it just doesn't hold up. This company, Vantrue, offered to send me this high-end camera. And if you know me, whether somebody sends me something, whether I bought it with my own money, I'm not going to pull any punches with it. So we're going to open this thing up together, and then we'll take this and put it in the vehicle, drive around day and night, and test this thing out. Right on the top is a little card showing you where to plug different things in. This is going to be our main front-facing camera. It will be facing out of your windshield in that direction with that nice big lens. And I'll tell you, this is a hefty little unit compared to other ones I've had. And this package will be the rear camera, which is going to be smaller. See the lens on it, has a protective cover on it. And under that panel would be a couple of boxes that should contain our cables. So this is the large cable that's going to run between the cameras. There is a really nice instruction manual in here, because I hate everything that you buy now that is go to this website and download the manual. Sometimes you want a print manual. I'm old school, I'm old fashioned. I like having a printed manual. In a couple of different languages, stickers should you choose to put these on your vehicle, so would-be bad people will know that your vehicle is being monitored all of the time. And in this box, this little piece they call a crowbar, and this is what you're going to use to tuck your wires up behind the trim pieces of your vehicle. The last thing in this package should be the main power supply for the main camera. This is an adapter that's going to plug into your SIG outlet. It's going to plug into the 12 volt. And this is nice having a bypass on here that you can run a little USB cable, plug something else in there. So as an example of what you can do with this, say you only have one adapter in your vehicle, you can plug this in and then run a little USB cable and charge your phone or another device, whatever you would need to be doing at the same time, while this stays in there constantly running to the camera. And generally the way these are set up is those outlets on your vehicle are going to be set to the key. So when your vehicle is on and running, the cameras are going to be recording. When you cut the key off, they will continue to record for another 10 or 15 seconds usually, and then they will turn themselves off, go into a rest mode. And in the last little wrapped up package, mounting strips, adhesives. The back of the camera, which will be facing you, you're going to have this little 4-button, 4-direction controller with the OK button in the middle. That's really nice and rubber covered. And we're going to go ahead and peel this off, and that's going to show us the nice screen that you're going to be looking at. Okay, we're going to go install this thing in my van together, but this Vantrue S1 Pro, here's a couple of things I figured out both from reading the instructions and just trying to use a little common sense with everything that came with it. And that is this. First off, on your main camera, this does detach like most of them do, and if you look at the design of this, there is only one way this can go. So you push on that side and this will come out. So this is your mount for the windshield, and then your camera will slide into it. This has on each camera an adhesive pad already built in, and this is where you can see these little tabs. It is installation time. This does have peel-off adhesive. Step one, you're going to have to figure out where you want to put this. You don't want to have it too far out of the way. You don't want to have it blocking your view. And you also want to make sure you can actually see this display. In addition, you want to put this to where you can easily get to these connectors. So you don't want to mount this in a way that you cannot get to things. You also, if you have some design on your windshield in different places, you certainly do not want the camera in that type of area. So I think any of these locations here are going to be fine for this. Run through our menu system real quickly, formatting the card. Now you can see our view on here. It is recording as we speak. So notice the picture doesn't look good. It's because we need to get this protective cover off of the lens. There we go. Now we have a good view. It does have this flashing green light. This lets you know that it is recording. That way you can turn this screen off, or you can have this screen set to time out after a certain amount of time. Now if I go with this, then I cannot see the lens, but I can see the light that it is recording. Or I can come over here a little bit, see right here, to where I actually can see the screen if I'm up here doing something with the menu. And I think for me, something like that is going to be about right. So I would lean up here, still be able to see the screen. Yeah, I think that's going to be about right for me, which is just going to be right down a little bit below my mirror. Still let me see the indicator. So what we're going to want to do then, it does come with a cleaning cloth. We're going to put a little bit of alcohol on this just to clean that area off. Go ahead and peel off our adhesive. And once it is stuck, it is stuck. We're going to hold it here for maybe for a good 30 seconds with some pressure behind it. That is some good 3M adhesive strips they have used on these. You can also adjust this left and right, the lens in addition to up and down, so you can get the view that you want. We can hold this top button for a couple of seconds, turn that display off. You see it's still flashing, so we are recording. Press it again, the display will come back on. A short press of the down arrow will allow us to turn the microphone off or on. So you may be driving down the highway, you don't want your conversation recorded. That way you have some privacy, because your passengers may not want everything being recorded. High beam, low beam. This is the rear camera. I just pulled this out of the rear because a lot of people will be using this mounted up front somewhere, and I just wanted to show you how this would do in lower light conditions.